Today on The Social, a new study reveals that more young people are saying I do to prenups. Is this trend practical or unromantic? And the United States plans to photograph all Canadian travelers when they enter and exit the country. We discuss the potential concerns of this new policy. Then, from groundbreaking skincare and makeup to advanced multi-use devices, next-level products you never knew you needed. Plus, Lily Allen's album Confessions. The pop star spills shocking details about her split with David Harbour. We're going through the notes with music journalist Emily Hanscamp. It all starts now on The Social.
Y'all didn't stay up to the end of the baseball game, did you? Because we're hurting up here today. I'm just going to put that out there. Welcome to The Social, everybody. We're going to have a great show. We're going to start off with something real sexy. Prenups? So listen, prenuptial agreements, they were once believed to be pretty unromantic. But according to the Globe and Mail's The Decibel podcast, over half of Gen Z Canadians polled want their partner to sign a prenup. Okay? That's actually a lot higher than the general population, which is about a third of us that want our partner to sign a prenup. So is this practical, or is that paper perhaps getting in the way of your relationship?
Right, what do you guys think? It's interesting. Listen, when I listened to this podcast, my first emotion was confusion. I'm like, I thought they couldn't afford to buy a house. Where they getting all this stuff to put in the prenup? Now y'all were in your parents' basement. I don't understand what's happening. But then afterwards, I'm like, I'm quite impressed because they are thinking about their financial future, which is a good thing, and we should applaud them for that,
practical.
Right? It's a good thing. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I mean, I know that when I started, Jason and I started dating around 25, we both had nothing. So this didn't even enter into our brains at all. But if I was dating right now, I would definitely think about that. But mine would be in terms of financial assets. What I found interesting about this story is that the younger people seem to be thinking about this more in terms of like other things.
Yeah.
Like other, like, right? Like,
That's what tripped me out too.
Well, it's more like, I guess, like, you know, the dog, the pet we share stays with me or stays with you, right? Which got me going to thinking about, like, is this just something that they've been learning about from TikTok? Like what celebrities do?
Yeah.
Is that where this
That's a really good thing.
They've been through too many horrible divorces with their parents.
And they've been fighting over little things. Well, that's interesting.
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
It just got so minuscule and so detailed, and it's like kind of the idea if you need a legal document that says if you break this bond that you promised on the altar never to break, I'm gonna get the vase on the dining room table or else.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it made me think like if it's getting that sort of nitty gritty. Why get married
Why
in the
are you
first
doing
place?
it? Yeah. Why are you doing it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen, it's easy to say why get married, but there's a lot of hopeless romantics out there like me, and I'm raising one. My daughter, Marqueza, is only 11, and I know she's only 11. She talks about her whole future. And I'll tell you something, I'm raising her a certain way, and 100% as a mother, I am going to suggest strongly, Marqueza, that you get a prenup, baby, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's a very different generation. They look at this piece of paper differently, maybe than our generation, certainly our parents, and they've got different things on the go. So this is the era of the side hustle. Do you know how many Gen Zers have side hustles? If you are generating any kind of income, and that's been all your blood, sweat, and tears, you best believe you better protect those assets, okay?
Yeah.
So protect those assets. The other thing is, there is, on the one hand, like there's a new phenomenon. We've talked about it on this show. They're called the jackpot generation. There's an unprecedented transfer of wealth from one generation to the other right now. There are kids that are struggling, but there are a lot of kids that stand to gain a lot in inheritance in the very near future.
Yeah.
So there's something unique about this generation about getting inheritances. If you haven't worked for that, partner, you ain't getting a dime of that either.
Here's wait. No one's arguing that. No one's arguing that. What your father built and has passed on to you, and then will go on to Marquesa, needs to be protected.
Yeah.
But when you put stuff like, oh, if you gain weight, oh, if you cheat, you lose this amount of money. This is the part where I'm looking at them going, yeah, it's like, what are you guys doing? This is why I feel like they've seen too much damage from their parents' divorces and all the divorces in their families. Because I'm like, where is this coming from?
Too much TikTok. And like, let me tell you, just on that thing, do you know that Mark Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla apparently have a time allotment clause in their prenuptial agreement? In their agreement, Priscilla is entitled to 1 date per week and at least 100 minutes alone with Mark outside the home and office.
You can put that in a prenup?
You can put that in a prenup.
That's amazing.
Like, I don't know. Like,
no, that's not amazing. That's not amazing.
Listen, more like a hostage negotiation than a marriage.
Where's the romance?
So much. My husband and I'm a workaholic. Ryan probably would want this in our prenup.
Okay, but wait a minute though. Let's just role play this out. So okay, like you guys are having a hard time, and do you pull out the prenup being Ryan? It says 100 minutes.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
My question is, who's holding the timer? Who's like, wait a second, start now. Okay, you're on the clock. You got 98. Keep going. Like that is not that's not real life. That is not marriage. Anybody who shares a home with anybody, you know that's not how it is. It's not 50-50. It's not 30-70. This is not the way relationships work. So that's the part of the prenup that I think these kids got it wrong.
Like,
you can't
would you
control
feel
everything.
it would mean something if it was forced that way? Like if you and Ryan had something
It's
like
like
that?
sex. It's like sex in a long-term relationship, okay? Sometimes you think it's just something, you're tired, and then a week goes by, and then 2 weeks goes by, and 3 weeks goes by. And you know this as a relationship expert.
Okay, but I don't
when you
want
schedule
it.
Hold on. But when you schedule it, you're like, oh God, schedule. And then when it's over, you're like, we should do that more often.
Wait, you know,
That's scheduling it.
Wait, don't clap for that. Because what you don't want, ladies, is your husband going at the end of the day going, let me tell you something, lady. Here's a piece of paper. You owe me some sex right now.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous thing for us to apply. I don't think we should get into that.
I love paperwork.
Oh my God.
Okay, I think we're good to move on. Get Mela paper. Never mind. Sorry. Is honesty always the best policy when you're helping a friend shop for a wedding dress? Huh? Because a woman posted on Reddit to ask if she's wrong to tell the bride-to-be that the gown she liked wasn't as flattering as she imagined it to be. She says despite being asked for her truthful opinion, her friend got upset and called her rude and unsupportive. So is honesty always the best policy, like in this situation?
Ooh. First of all, can I just say, I really hate the word flattering. Like, I hate when people say, I do hate it. You know what, flattery is in the eye of the beholder. Stop telling people something looks flattering or not flattering on their body.
Flattering just means you're showing off your figure.
That's right, or I don't know, anyway, it bugs me. But I will say, I would like some amount of honesty from my close friends. And I think that that's what you bring them to your wedding dress thing because you value their opinions. I do. They have to choose their words carefully, but I do value their opinions.
You look really hot today.
That's that.
It's true. Like, I don't understand why you would invite your friends if you didn't want their feedback. That being said, I feel like the ugly comment, you know, it could have gone down a little easier with a spoonful of sugar to soften it up a bit. But if you didn't want any feedback, why invite your friends at all? Just go by yourself, right?
Well, because you wanted a certain type of feedback. Maybe she wanted kinder feedback. This is precisely, I'm not one of these women. Our relationships with women is very complex. And I, for that reason, like to shop by myself. Because if I like it, that's the only thing that matters. And whether it's a wedding dress or a baseball cap or lipstick, once I put it on, and I'll tell you why. I've seen this too many times where I've gone to try something on. The woman beside me, she's also trying something on, but she's brought her friends. She comes out and she's beaming and she loves it. And I'm like, she loves it. And then all it takes is one of the friends to go, I don't know. There's something about it I don't like. And then all of a sudden you see the happiness drained from her
Yeah,
face, and now she's
that's
going back
sad.
in to change her mind. I'm like, but you liked it, so why don't you just get it?
Okay, but
And I
wait a
think
minute.
too many voices sometimes undermines what we really want, and for that reason, I'm like, not all friends are friends either.
But what if it's a really ugly dress?
But it doesn't matter. Here's the deal. What you think is ugly and what I think is ugly, those are two different things. If it makes you happy, then
Yeah.
what does it matter if I think it's ugly?
Oh, I disagree. I disagree.
What does it matter?
I disagree. You go ahead. You
Well,
go ahead.
no, I
you
was
go
just gonna quickly say the reverse of that story. Like when I went to go look for my wedding dress, I had something in my mind, which was like a strapless gown. I wanted it to be really simple. I was gonna do a raw silk. I wanted it to be white. And my friends, they didn't maybe say exactly what they were thinking about the stuff I was coming out with on. They were kind of like, yeah, sure, whatever. But then they brought me another dress, and it was halter style. It was lace. It had a color, and I fell in love with this other dress.
Gorgeous.
So I think the point is that there are ways to give
Come up with
feedback, come up with
solutions.
solutions that actually you do want from your friends. You do.
You look extra hot in your wedding
I'm
dress.
just saying,
Don't
like,
say
you
flattering.
want feedback, right? You want feedback.
Yeah, I think, listen, there's a couple things going on here. You going by yourself makes sense. You have an eye for style. There are not a lot of women
thank you.
always. You do.
Yeah.
If there's a woman out there who doesn't
needs
feel
help.
confident and she doesn't feel like she's naturally stylish, and because maybe it's not her job, like, you know, bringing friends to have an opinion would be really valuable.
Yeah.
And she might really say, please be honest with me.
Yeah.
It's your wedding dress. The pictures are going to last forever. You want the people around you who know you, what you
Yeah.
like to say the sign off, which is
a
you
good
look
point.
great.
Have you
right?
ever watched the show TLC Say Yes to the Dress?
Yes.
Have you seen, how many episodes have you seen a bride be really happy with the dress and then some mother-in-law or some sister-in-law and then they change the whole dynamic? That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Have a sense of yourself and
There's
what
a
you like and
balance.
go with it.
There's you want to look great, obviously, but also, you know, I just don't know if this person in the story, if they were actually real friends. But anyway, that's a whole other story. Up next, everybody, Canadians, we are soon going to be photographed if you choose to enter and then exit the United States. This is coming soon, everybody. Will this change your travel plans to the United States? We're going to talk
Really?
about it after this. We'll be back.
Really?
Tomorrow on The Social, tricks and treats of the trade. Just in time for Halloween, we're pulling back the curtain on special effects makeup with Jacqueline Forbes.
Welcome back to the show. You know how this works. We want to hear from you. Join this conversation on social media. That's how you can have no, people don't type like this on their phones. That's how you can get your voice heard. We got it.
All right, so Canadians will soon have to be photographed when entering and exiting the U.S. That's according to new rules from the Department of Homeland Security. The photos taken will remain on a database for up to 75 years. So, hearing that, does this policy concern you? Right?
You know what it's giving? It's giving we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
My whole vibe here is, even though I don't know that this is directly just targeted for Canadians going in and out of the country, what it is signaling from the United States is we don't trust any of y'all. And I think if you have that vibe, in the past, even though a lot of these rules are, some of them are not new necessarily, but the fact that the Department of Homeland Security is issuing these sort of updates out of nowhere for aliens, by the way, the wording is aliens entering and exiting the United States of America. Now, I take offense to that because this doesn't look like an alien. So I'm just like, that right away puts up the position of you're not actually welcome. We look at you all as a potential danger. And if you see what's happening in the United States of America, as many of us do, they are incarcerating their own citizens. Yeah. They are doing illegal things to their own citizens, let alone people who are trying to make it in that country. So what this is telling me is I will continue to boycott the United States of America because if any trouble goes down while I'm there, whether it's my fault or it's not my fault, I cannot trust Americans to protect me when I'm on their side of the border.
Yeah.
Sad.
We'll
Very
come
sad.
get you. We'll come and get you, Melissa.
Storm the border.
We will storm the border
Storm
and
the
come and
border.
get you.
It does feel like the end of an era, like the end of a relationship, and that we probably should have had a prenup.
About the photos.
Ding.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Yeah,
Very
should've
nicely
thought about
done.
that. I'm the only one who's not worried about this. Listen, the United States is on fire. They're doing all kinds of random stuff we don't understand. But when I get to the airport, I already have to give you a photo. It's in my passport, which is my most important piece of identification. Yeah. You're already x-raying all of my goods that are in my bag. And also, you have me standing there with my arms like this as you do a full body x-ray. Yeah. I'm worried about a photo now?
Well, no.
I'm not really. What I am worried about is the fact that they have a new policy and bylaw that allows them to go through all of your digital technology. So that phone, they can plug it into their system and go through all your social media, your bank accounts, everything. For me, that's what I'm more worried about. Also, there's, the government shutdown that's happening right now. So a lot of the air traffic controllers are calling in sick because they're not getting paid. So the safety in the air right now. So right now in the United States, taking my photo is probably down on 99 in my concerns of things that are going on right now.
I hear you. I'm in this article. What alarmed me was so there was someone interviewed who's a noted Canadian psychologist. He was at this airport, and 2 uniformed officers approached him on the boarding ramp. They took his photo. They didn't identify themselves or exactly explain who they were or why they were taking this photograph.
Or ask permission. Like,
that,
obviously.
to me, is where the problem lies in there. Because are we now supposed to just accept that anyone who's uniformed is immediately trustworthy if they don't explain what they're doing? Like, think about the possibilities for fraudulent behavior in that capacity, too. Again, I'm with you. Another reason for me not to go to the United States. Add it to the list.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay,
yeah,
so
we solved that. We solved it.
We're not going. We're not going.
Okay. So if that doesn't freak you out, this next topic might. Some people on Reddit are sharing romantic gestures that really actually creeps them out, like showing up outside someone's work with flowers just when you've started dating, or when someone orders you food for you at a restaurant. I don't know if I'd be creeped out about that, but anyway, what is a romantic gesture that you've experienced that rubs you the wrong way?
This immediately reminded me of a date that I went on a few years ago. Hear me out. Okay, so the first red flag was he kept on insisting on picking me up and dropping me off. My rule is I don't know you. I don't know where this relationship's going. You cannot know where I live. I don't even want you to know the major intersection. So I politely said no, and then he insisted again, and I was like, watch it. So then he let that go. Went on the date. Conversation was good. Everything was fine. It was okay. I get home the next day, I have a voice note, and I'm like, I don't get voice notes. So I'm like, what is this? This man has told me in this voice note that he felt like there was something special between us, and he could feel that chemistry, and he barely slept, and he was so inspired by our date that he wrote a rap about it, and then continued to perform this rap. It was a very long rap, and I swear, I listened to it, and I was giggling, and then a part of me was like, wait a second, I need to save this for the police, because if something happens to me, I need to be like, and I swear, I had this, I've changed phones several times since then. I had it saved as, if something happens to me, call this man.
Are you kidding?
Who leaves a rap? And he was so intense. The next day.
So one day.
So for him, it was a romantic gesture. For me, it was like, call the police. This man is gonna kill me.
I looked at that totally different.
Really?
No, I didn't love it. No, I think he's like Andrea Bain, she's connected. So if I give her a rap, maybe she can connect me to somebody.
What, I know Jay-Z all of a sudden? How am I gonna get, I can't get you a contract.
You know?
But also, if you did, sorry to play devil's advocate, but if that's what I do, but if you did end up together, this would be a story that they share at your wedding as a romantic
And then my
gesture.
friends would be like, and you married this man because?
And then he turned out to be Drake 20 years later.
I know, if it was Drake, that would be a funny story. But this was no Drake. This was no Drake.
Oh my God.
What about you, Jess?
Well, there wasn't one thing on this list where I was like, oh, that happened to me. I feel left out.
Oh, do you? I'll pass your information on to several men who have all kinds of romantic gestures, and you can enjoy that.
That made me laugh is like a romantic gesture gone wrong. Someone wrote everything that Edward did in Twilight, which I thought was very funny.
Let me go through some quickly. Deciding to get someone to fall for them by being persistent. Boundary issues, refusing to take no for an answer. It's often portrayed as soulmates who won't give up, but in reality, it shows a lack of respect for boundaries. And jealousy.
Yeah.
Red flag, ladies. That ain't
But
love.
don't you feel like
That
some of
ain't
these
love.
things, like they come with a little bit of experience as well? Was there ever a point, like when I was young and a boy got jealous, I was like, oh my God, he's jealous of me. But then now in adulthood, it is entirely a red flag.
Yeah, exactly.
But ordering for, one of them was like ordering on the menu for people.
Yeah.
I do that for Simon all the time. I
Really?
think it's hot.
Yeah,
not a red
that's
flag.
hot. We love that. Okay. Well, listen, good luck out there.
We need it.
Let's take a break. Oh yeah, this is you.
You know what? Because I've got some exciting stuff coming up here. This week we're looking back at some of the most iconic costumes from Halloween. Mine, the strong man at Twisted Circus. So, fun fact, the tattoos were applied by hand by a team of producers. It took hours and so much baby oil. And don't worry, no animals were traumatized in the making of the show. Let's take a look back at how things looked under the haunted Big Top.
You've met your match against the world's strongest man and the falling trapeze artist destined to haunt the social circus. It's crystal clear that you should be very, very worried. Who will haunt the social this Halloween? Tune in to find out.
So Slate looked into workplace wellness initiatives that some companies are pushing on their employees, like free yoga classes, step challenges, and even diet advice. They found that many workers perceive them as intrusive and a bit out of touch. So should employers be promoting wellness activities onto their staff?
You think so?
Yes. Oh, we got some yeses. Okay.
Hear me out a bit. It kind of, this rubs me the wrong way in a sense that it feels like it could be potentially putting a Band-Aid on a wound that probably needs surgery. Do you know what I mean? Like something that's like there's stuff going underneath the surface, almost like they're trying to cover up systematic, serious problems, like maybe pay that's not going up with inflation. And they're trying to solve those things with like, do a downward dog. Here's a green juice. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, let's work on the real problem.
Give me the
first.
money.
Give me that, essentially.
Show me the money.
Show me the money. So it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Can you imagine getting an email from your employer that gave you diet tips?
No, I can't.
Like, no.
I mean, I think the thing is that like these companies are trying, like I want to believe that it's like, trying to go in the right direction, right? People are talking all the time how they want time and space, and so if you have a gym in there or you have maybe perks to do with yoga, then people can do that. It's when they say that this is when it's happening and you have to do that and it interrupts your workflow in order to do this, that's all kinds of problematic. And I agree with you. I think it's like, maybe it's one thing if it's you get opportunities to choose, maybe there's an extra bonus amount of money that can go towards those types of things. Those things are in the right direction, but there's an interesting thing. A yearly index done by a company called Indeed does this with the University of Oxford. And this index ranks the 100 top publicly traded US companies. And the employees rate their levels of happiness, purpose, satisfaction, and their stress levels, okay? Optimal stress being low. And they found that companies that consistently prioritize work flexibility, meaning they can go and like pick up their kid from school, or they can go to the soccer game, or they can go to a dentist and then still work from home some days, deal with traffic, all these types of things in a very holistic way. Those employees are the happiest. So maybe look at that first. Of all.
You know, I think it depends on where it comes from. Being forced to do a yoga class, being other than, instead of, hey, we're offering a class, those are two different things.
Yes, exactly.
I also think, did you ask your employees what they want? I think if it starts with the boss, that's one thing. But if you ask the employees, what would make you happier and healthier? I don't want to be cynical here, but why would an employer want their employees to be happy? Because they want more out of you.
Or healthy. They're healthy, meaning.
Healthy and happy.
Equals happy.
Because you want, listen, if you're coming from a good place, a happy employee is actually a very productive employee. And so I would like to see you asking me, what would you like? Maybe it is work flexibility. Maybe it is a gym in the building. Maybe it's childcare in the building. There are a lot of things that would make me happier and healthier, boost morale, and keep you, if you really value your employees, this is actually about retention. It's about keeping good employees. So if they're coming from the right place, I'm down for it.
The right place.
Yeah, employee retention is important, but I'm thinking, I was self-employed for a very long time. If you want to keep me, pay me Make me look across the board and make sure that I'm getting paid like everybody else. All of this yoga stuff, it just feels like smoke and mirrors. If I want a yoga class, if I want to go to a workout, I can find those things are everywhere in every single city, so I don't need that. If I choose to do that, what I would like, I wish I was in on those meetings. So I'm like, what I would like is not you putting a gym inside of the workplace, but just say, if I decide to go on a health journey, tell me that you'll pay 50%. Like, go do it.
Yeah.
And if, you know what, give us the receipt. If you're gonna do a run, like I do a run every year, it's a 10K, you know what? It's also a charity, well then put $500.
Like a health sabbatical.
Right, exactly. Give me like the $500 and support the run that I'm doing. But don't put the gym in there, because immediately I think most of us are just like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me that I have to go to the gym.
I would
So
love
it's like,
a gym in the office.
I know, but you weren't. I mean, this is the next point. You're a gym rat though, but you love the gym. But someone who doesn't, I'm hot and cold with the gym. Sometimes I love it and sometimes I hate it. And when I hate it, the last thing I want to hear someone say is like, you know, there's a gym on the
But it would
floor.
just be there. It would just
I would
be
want
there
to
on the
murder
side.
someone, right?
Yeah.
So I
Fascinating.
think let me do it and then you guys give me the money for it. How
I
about
think
that?
the bottom line is, employers, talk to your employees.
Get curious.
Do a
Get
survey.
curious.
Send out a survey. Ask
Get
us
curious.
first.
Okay, let's take a break, everybody. And then LED masks and other game-changing beauty products. We've got them all for you. Everybody, so the beauty industry, we know it moves fast. So just when you think you've seen it all, an exciting innovation comes along that changes the game.
From groundbreaking skincare and makeup to advanced multi-use devices, our next guest is here with a roundup of next-level products you never knew that you needed. Please welcome beauty expert Carly Ostroff. Good to have you back, Carly. You brought a lot of good stuff.
Okay. We're going to start with devices, because tech, beauty, we love it. So where are we going to start? It sounds like maybe these LED masks, which look like something out of a horror movie / spa, is what it is.
Let the games begin. This is the Shark Cryo Glow. This is my new favorite device, which is also the fastest way to scare my husband and kids.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
In terms of the beauty benefits.
Okay.
So this has an Insta-Chill cold technology.
Ooh, it's cold.
So it's cooling.
It's cold.
Yes, your under eye area. Well, you're also using these blue and red infrared lights. So that is going to tighten and brighten your skin at the same time.
Tighten and brighten.
This is one mask, but you have 4 treatments because it's going to target wrinkles, glow, acne, and under eye puffiness.
Wow.
That's all together.
It's just on this dial?
Yes, and with the touch of a button. You typically choose your skincare routine. I think we chose for you my favorite, which is the Better Aging. And so with this one, consistency is going to be key. When you use it, you're going to see this instant tightening of the under eye area.
How do I look? Andrea, how do I look?
So different. So different.
Oh my God.
It promises a lot of things. Do you have to do anything to your skin before you put it on, though?
Okay.
So what you want to do with any device is be using it on clean skin, and then after you're done, you can use the rest of your skincare.
Okay, so wash your face and put this on. All right, so we brought another device. This is an all-in-one. Talk to us about this one.
Okay, so this is the Silken Titan Mini over here and the Silken Titan Multi-Platform. These use radio frequency, low-level lasers, and LEDs all together. So that combination has previously only been available in professional treatments, but now we're going to bring it home.
Okay.
So what you want to do here is you're going to put
We like that, right?
the gel onto the device, turn it on. We're going to start with the lowest level.
So we put a little gel there like we're getting an ultrasound. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
You're going to power up on the lowest level. And so these 3 energy sources together are going to boost your collagen. It reduces wrinkles and gives the skin radiance.
So what do I do? I just put it on my put it on my
Yes.
face and just leave it like this?
You can move it around. So this one is best as a targeted approach. It's more around the eyes and the mouth. And then the larger multi-platform, that's going to be best for the face, the chest, and the neck. And so the magic really happens here below the skin surface. So it works where collagen is produced to really give you that defined and contoured sort of
Yeah, it feels warm, but I'm just gonna trust the magic is happening
It's
underneath
happening.
the epidermis. Okay.
Yes, your hand looks 10 years younger.
I'm a 10-year-old
Yes.
hand. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to game-changing skincare. And you've got a new serum to tell us about.
I do. So you know all about retinol and hyaluronic acid. I don't have to tell you anything. But one ingredient you probably haven't heard of yet is called exosomes. And Vogue has just named this the breakthrough ingredient of the year, and it's for a good reason. Because it's so new, we're not seeing it everywhere, but I found this incredible serum. This is the Di Morelli Exosome Serum.
Okay.
And your skin is just going to soak it right up. These exosomes really help to repair and regenerate the skin. They calm and hydrate on a cellular level, so it's gonna do that work for us deep within the skin's surface layers. These are plant-based exosomes, and it also has ceramides and hyaluronic acid, which is giving you the next level of hydration. And it's even better now because our friends at Di Morelli are offering us all 30% off for a limited time.
All right,
Yes.
and that's great. How long before I start to see a difference in my skin with this product?
Really, with any skincare product, consistency is going to be key. You
Okay.
can't use it once or twice and expect to see results. Keep using it,
Okay.
and over time, you're gonna start to see.
All right. Next up, we have a cleanser that is promising to do a lot of things,
Yes,
Carly.
I
It's
know.
promising to take your makeup off and clean your face in one product.
Yes. I know in beauty, a lot of times you feel like you have to buy more, but this product really proves that less can be best.
Okay.
It's from Merit, which is also everyone's favorite skincare brand. And it combines the effectiveness of a makeup remover with the skincare benefits of a gentle cleanser.
Okay.
So you can see it looks like two formulas in one.
Yeah.
You shake it up, it comes out light as
I
air.
love foam. I love foam.
It
Okay.
is so nice. It's gentle. You can use it morning and night. And it just gives skin a little bit of glow. It's going to dissolve any kind of makeup, sunscreen, or impurities.
Even our heavy-duty studio makeup?
We're gonna give it a try. I think it's gonna work. I've had such a great experience with this product, so I'm gonna
And
say
it's
yes.
worked.
We should
Okay.
be testers for
We-
cleansers.
Listen, got
We should be.
10
We
layers
should be.
on, my friend. All right.
Okay, let's talk about innovative makeup because you say that there's a new lip color that is more than meets the eye.
Yes. Okay, so welcome to the world of color-changing lip balms and makeup. And this is from a brand called Winky Lux. Once you see these products, you'll never forget them.
Okay.
So we have the color-changing lip balms, and these automatically work their magic to change color. There is no color matching that's necessary. It actually uses your
Okay.
body's pH to do the
Okay.
work. So
Okay.
we can all.
So I
here's
wanna
one for
try
you.
yours and see what it's
okay.
like.
And
Okay.
then Mel, if you want to try that one too.
Okay.
So on all of us, it's really meant to look like our lips, but just a little bit better, a little bit pinker.
Okay.
And so we've got options. So this is the flower bomb.
different
That's the
ones.
most iconic and viral. This is a real chrysanthemum in there, by
Right?
the way.
That's this one.
It's
how
two
different?
totally different colors on us.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yes.
We've got pink opal here, which is more of a shimmery pink that, of course, channels the calming energy of an opal. And you were smelling this one before. This is the watermelon jelly bomb.
Oh, it smells good.
Yes.
So good.
Has a
Yes.
candy scent to it. It's so refreshing. It's kind of like this.
Takes us back to our youth.
So, yeah, when you
Our
those,
youth.
those markers you used to sniff, this is what it smells like. It's
But
like-
now you can put it on your
Oh.
lips too. These are playful, they're practical, they're fun, skin-loving
Easy.
ingredients. Yes, nothing harmful.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right, and our last product today is a skin perfector. How does this one work?
Okay, so I love a good luxury product. More than that though, I love an affordable one that has that luxury feel. And that's exactly what this is. So this is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Essence and foundation. And this is really that perfect hybrid in terms of makeup and skincare. It uses a plant-based retinol alternative.
Okay.
And I'm bad at math, but I believe the breakdown is 86% skincare and 14% makeup, which you can see in those little capsules.
More importantly, they have my color.
Yes.
Yes.
And
nice.
so those blends,
Yeah.
those bursts when you
nice.
blend them
Look at
exactly
that.
like you're doing. So you're
Look
creating a
at
formula
that.
in real time. You can see it's nice and lightweight, super radiant. If you do some digging on TikTok or online, you
Yeah.
would find this is very similar to a luxury product that's 4 times the price. I'm here to tell you, you don't need to spend that. Here you're getting the quality and the look at a more affordable price point. And it's not surprising from CoverGirl, which is actually the #1 drugstore brand for foundations for mature skin in Canada. And I think that these formulations and innovations are such a big part of why.
Wow.
Love that. This is
That's
great.
a nice blend. Nice
Yeah.
blend, eh?
Can't even see where it was. That's really good.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, Carly, these really are innovative and exciting.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you. We love that. If you want more information on all of these products, check out our YouTube channel right after the show. We're going to give you a full recap there.
And studio audience, hang on to your seats because we are sending you home with a selection of today's products valued at over $400. We knew you'd like that one. All right, everybody, don't go anywhere. We're tuned in and talking about the biggest stories in music after the break. Stay with us.
So we are continuing with our Tuned In series where we dive deep into the latest and biggest stories in the music industry.
Today we're talking Ticketmaster, Spotify, and whether pop's getting too personal. Here to dig in with us is music journalist Emily Hanscamp. Welcome back.
Okay, Emily, we are starting out with this new Lily Allen album, which everyone seems to be talking about right now. Why are they talking about it?
It is the album everyone is talking about. You're right, Sin. Gwyneth Paltrow said it's a masterpiece, if that means anything to you.
It does.
But no, so Lily Allen is an English pop star, long time in the business. She hasn't released music in 7 years. She drops this album suddenly, West End Girl. This is because she went through a very public separation from David Harbour, the actor you might know from Stranger Things. Now, this new album, this is the cover here that you see, it gets deep into the details. I'm talking accusations of affairs, of sex addiction, of deception, very detailed. And so maybe you don't care about Lily Allen, that's no problem. Why I'm talking about this is because it's really revelatory of a new phenomenon in pop music, especially where we have all these artists, you know, Sabrina it happened with, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor especially.
Yeah.
They have all these Easter eggs. And what happens is that media and listeners, we've become so obsessed picking apart these references about what the music means to the artist, not anymore what the music means to us. So our relationship to music is really shifting in the pop space. And while I'm not dissing these artists, I think we have to be aware of how our relationship is becoming less introspective and what we want to gain from music when we're listening to it.
So nicely said. I love that.
Very mature answer. All right, so next we're moving on to Ticketmaster. They recently announced some policy changes to block ticket resellers. Tell us what we need to know.
Yeah, so the Live Nation Ticketmaster conglomerate, they have put forward to some U.S. senators a list of policy changes they're going to make, to your point, targeting specifically resellers. Okay. Two things we really need to know here. One, they're going to limit these resellers to having one account each. Should have been an obvious thing before, but now they're going to do that through what they say AI screening and identity verification through either your social security number, your taxpayer number in the U.S. Gotcha. So that's one of the things. The second thing is they're going to abolish Trade Desk. Now, Trade Desk is a very controversial program that Ticketmaster has, which is basically enabling ticket sellers who have tickets across various marketplaces to manage all those tickets. People are accusing them of basically being tech support for scalpers, right? So they're finally going to be shutting that down. So these are supposed to be implemented right now. Have we seen that in the World Series prices, tickets? Not yet, but they said this is what we're doing, implementing today.
And you said U.S., is that Canada too?
It's going to be implemented.
It's going to be Canada too.
Wow, good news. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess timing is key. Why are they making these changes or announcements of changes now?
You think because it's wrong or unethical. No, it's because they quote reputational harm. So they're now trying to get ahead of a lawsuit, an FTC lawsuit that is accusing that they are colluding with these ticket resellers. They're saying it makes no economic sense, quote unquote, because it only is 3% of their revenue. Their revenue was recorded last year around $33 billion. We're still talking just shy of $1 billion, so that's not chump change. So they're just trying to get ahead of the lawsuit.
Yeah. So when these changes are put into practice, how much of a difference do you think they'll really make in our lives?
Sadly, they're not going to make a huge difference because while Ticketmaster created the beast that we live in the ticket marketing system, now it's way bigger than them. So at this point, if we don't have resale caps, which we've talked about on the show recently, right, with the Blue Jays tickets, among others, until we have those resale caps, we are going to continue seeing these skyrocketing prices.
Wow. Let's go, Doug Ford. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so next we're going to move on to the latest in AI music. So Timbaland launched his first AI-generated artist, and that is Tata Taktumi. Is that correct? Did I say it right?
Yep.
Okay. How are people reacting to this?
Not well. I mean, while you have artists who are, penning open letters for more safeguards against AI, Spotify just announced they're going to be generating some new AI products. It's a scary time for artists in music. Timbaland is like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start an AI entertainment company. I'm going to develop these AI persona artists. No. And he's saying contemporary music, bland. Boring. The real soul, he says, and I quote, is in AI music. My favorite comment was that listening to this is like eating a picture of a sandwich. And that's sort of what it is, right? Like, basically, Timbaland puts his beat that he did make himself into Suno, which is an AI software. It extrapolates it. They then put human-made lyrics into it. But then that AI voice is what kind of creates the song finally. So he does it like a sort of tango between human and AI. But his goal is actually to have these personas expand far beyond the world of music, into movies, into TV shows. So this is just the beginning. And we just have to be mindful of this stuff. I mean, it's a bad song anyway, but like, they're gonna get better.
Yeah, I can't believe you used the word soul and then like put that music out. There was no soul in that. Thank you very much. All right, so let's talk about the mounting boycott against Spotify that has something to do with ICE. What's going on there?
So picture this, you're on Spotify, you're listening to a track, and between one track and the next, you get an ad pushed to you, and it says, if you want to fulfill your mission and protect America, become an ICE agent. Now, that is happening right now, not if you're a premium user because you don't get ads, but if you're not a premium user, there are ICE ads now running across Spotify.
Wow.
Huge backlash, understandably, with this. Spotify's response was, well, first of all, it's not just on Spotify. This is a campaign on, LinkedIn, Meta, and other platforms. True. Their other argument was that it doesn't violate their advertising policies, so they're going to keep running the ads. Now, as a result, there's a huge backlash and mass exodus that we're seeing from Spotify right now. Not only because of this, I'm sure we've all been following the news, but poor payouts to artists, lack of safeguards for AI, poor attitudes toward music and creation with the organization. So I think it's nice. None of that is nice, but it is nice to kind of realize right now we are in a real reckoning. Finally, after years of everyone talking about it, there's real shifts that are actually happening.
Okay.
And then we have the power too.
Yeah. Not that we want to be facilitators or anything, but if you do want to move your lifetime worth of music catalogs off of Spotify to another platform, do you have any tips, Emily?
Yeah, or on any other platform. But if you did want to, thankfully, it's so much easier today. Let's say if you wanted to move them over to Apple Music, they're now capitalizing off this mass exodus. You can go right in your settings. They have a setting now where you can say transfer to Spotify. Boom, it's done for you. Yeah.
Wow.
But there are other platforms that are coming up that are really exciting too. There's one called Qobuz. It's new, so its catalog is not that huge yet, but they're the first streaming platform to really reveal what their payout rate is for artists. And on average, it's about 5 times the industry average in the market currently, which is promising. You can also buy music on that platform, very promising. So if you use an app like this, or Tidal, or another alternative to whomever, there are apps right now like Tune My Music and SoundDiz you can look up that will make it super easy for you to just transfer your music. You don't have to start your music life over. It's all I'm saying. If you do want to, move platforms, that's up to you.
I love that.
That's
so
great.
good.
What a great conversation. Thank you so much for teaching us so much. You're just fantastic. Really like this one. Hey, we're going to be right back.
Show we've got creamy mushroom soup without the cream and other delicious vegan dishes you're going to want to make this fall. Also special effects makeup that you can do at home just in time for Halloween. Now listen, you're tired, the Blue Jays, they tried, they didn't go for it. Tonight's another chance. We're going to recreate what we did Friday that led to the win, which was me starting off by saying, "Go Jays, go."
Upside down.
Upside down.
Upside down. And then
we fixed
go
it.
Jays, go.